there's a gap, and then the person I talked to, I asked him, where's your keyword set? I don't know. I gotta get it in the AC. I gotta get it out of writing. I gotta get it out of Moz. You know, existing, there's like 300 words in there. There's no sharing. There's no alignment between personas. Agencies still leverage broad and broadband. It's a perfect. And so organizing your data. This is an example. They had we had a list from all the executives. 1,100 words were actually being actioned by the SEO team. They didn't know about the rest of them. Paid search was spending 20 million. They had 187,000. 1.29 of them were in the critical set. What was interesting is 487 of the words that were critical to the business weren't paid. And it wasn't that they did some brilliant co-optimization and took them out. They just weren't there. And there was 4,800 in PPC that were ranking in the top 3. Nobody knew if there was cannibalization. So we went in and said, hey, okay, we found 2,700 words literally cannibalizing SEO, taking traffic we should get again. Paid agency, like, oh my God, you're going to steal my money. No, we shifted it into words that we were underperforming for. In this case, we added 10 million to the budget because of this data. SEO revenue increased by 67% with no loss of PPC. PPC went up 26% because now we can buy the words we should. Collaborating, words 1 is 3, increased performance because we put the data together. We had that Kumbaya moment. We said, search. And imagine if we took this to the company, maybe they will play along. So opportunities. So rants are sort of over. Opportunities. Where do you go from here? Number 1, snippets. This is an example for Absolute for the phrase triple set. We fixed this to not read like Wikipedia. We went and had a 14% click rate, with a 10x increase in during the week. But before we fixed the snippet, drove 122,000 visits. There's your cluster. Fixing 1 snippet affected 15 words. Today we're at a 44.7% click rate. 1 word, or 1 cluster of words. Here's another one. We just simply took Google Webmaster Tools and said, hey, how come we've got such a click-through rates? And just by asking these questions, we found in 1 week they generated $37,000 in revenue because they went and looked at snippets. We didn't have to get links, we didn't have to fix the page, we didn't do nothing. Opportunity is optimizing the ecosystem. So again, with Absolute, we wanted to get downstream. We started looking at things. How do we affect people selling our stuff? Look at what we were selling for one of our brands that they were taking and sucking into the website like all of us do. Right? So garbage in, garbage out. Notice, anybody ever search for P.Noir? No, it's Pinot Noir. Why? Because we felt like we should abbreviate it. And we abbreviated it in a table so the person took our feed exactly as we sent it and they abbreviated it. Big companies, the first when we asked them, what do we do for you? They said, fix the feed. If you're feeding something downstream, if you're feeding to Amazon or anything like that, fix the feed. Look at what people want. This example here, we said, what do people want related to this product? 59% wanted the price. And we're like, oh, that explains why in the UK, Jameson's not doing well at Sainsbury's. There's no mention of price. Yes, there's a pound sign. Literally no mention of price. Who was ranking number 1? This aggregator that actually had the word price on page. So all we had to do was get Sainsbury's and say, hey, put the word price somewhere on here. And we got to number 3 for when people were looking for Jameson. So we could actually send people to a preferred store, all by helping them understand SEO. All right, leveraging keyword data. So in the past 4 years, we've generated $1 billion of opportunity by doing keyword modeling. One thing we do is paid and organic collaboration. This is the old version. But in this case, we had 300,000 in PPC savings in 40 days. It funded a full-time keyword analyst. 50K incremental SEO revenue in 60 days by simply looking at paid and organic. So we say, hey, these are my most expensive words. I know that I don't rank for many of them. What if I did? There's another one, missed opportunity. This is a big company. 2.8 million words I mined. They had a 50 million PPC budget, but in 2 buy cycles. One, where they actually had their name plus the name of technology. They had no exposure 93% of the time. They weren't paid. And if you can see the data in the front, it was 389 impressions. Now 389,389. So they weren't even covering it in paid. $180 million revenue opportunity identified. Search data in, all right, I'm gonna go through this one real quick. 600,000 questions. This is your rank brain. See if you have a rank brain problem. Look at site search queries. Then look at the different questions they ask. And we basically, in a nutshell, 60% of the queries had no results. But we created 680 pieces of content, optimized and ranked in search engines, social media teams are using them. We identified the average sale was actually 50, not 200. 22% of people would click that. And originally we generated 4.5, now it's 6.8 million by simply asking the questions people were asking where? On our website. Benefit out there on Google. I have a few other things, but I think I'm just going to sort of wrap up here. I have this thing called a keyword journey that I was going to walk you through that really talks about how we broke things out into drink aware, meaning they knew the drink and how they looked for it, and some things that we found. But I hope that all of this has been able to tell you that we need to think more broadly. We need to start understanding what the real opportunity is. We need to be stricter with our client. And we need to really make sure that we're moving the needle, because the more we move the needle, the more money they're going to spend, the more exposure we're going to get. So I think we got time for a couple of questions. Thank you.
Gary's the bad president of money.
How many people tweet about my laughter mustache? My mustache is more popular than I. Because people can actually bring back the stash yesterday. Yes.
Just available.
Yes.
And also, you mentioned about offline activities generating search demands. So can you go into that a bit further? People watching amazing ways to do trap searches, etc.
Yeah, I mean, most of the time, you know exactly. Bring up my dog again, so you guys see what the nice calming picture. Yeah, I think there's an interesting thing where if you know where people are going to go on that episode, you can start to go out and conquest. So if you're like, they're going to Morocco, you can buy ads against that. If you say Morocco, then you can buy against it and look through. What we do at Absolute is once we have the script for the ad, we go through it and find, we said, I wanted to find this commercial later. What query might I use? If I wanted to retain something later, what might I use? And that's what we try to do is integrate that, make sure we have a page for it. In that specific case, really trying to understand where they go in the upcoming episodes, and then make sure specifically paid search against it, but offer deals to maybe go in the areas where they go. A lot of people see that. We see them go on their phone.
So, Bill, when we got some breaking news that now it's going to be the main index, the whole first index. So, if you have any thoughts on that, what that means for us kind of moving forward?
Well, it's sort of like I mean, we all saw that coming. Google's money is going to be on a mobile device. This thing here. So why wouldn't they? The number that I heard, how many people heard what Gary said, what they're going to flip it over to? And that number, 80% of the index will be fresh with mobile. So those of you on crazy MDOTs and really funky sites for mobile, you're screwed. I mean, sorry to leave you, so we've got the nice warm fuzzy dog picture to calm you, but honestly, you can't say it anymore. So go back, bring those numbers back to your bosses. If it's your site, think about that. How do we rule mobile? When somebody does a query. The fact that 80% of what's going to be in the fresh results is coming from that mobile index. Second, I had an international thing. where 78% of the site wasn't indexed. If 78% of your site is not indexed, and especially if it's not in mobile, do you think anybody's going to see it? 78% of this website was not indexed, and nobody had a clue. XML sitemap got fed here. You're very safe. We can submit the map. Google will take it. So make sure, especially whenever we know the exact day, that your sitemaps are clean and error-free and ready to go. So, as I think both Gary and Wayne have said when he was at Bing, if more than 1% of the URLs in there are have some sort of error, Google won't crawl those. Bing won't crawl those. And again, if you want to crawl your site, you want to maximize your budget, must clean up your XML site. And stop being garbage and be like most people. Google will figure it out. They don't wait. They don't care about your site, and they're not going to waste time figuring it out. That answer?
Yeah, very good. And you seem pretty excited about the absolute and tape is getting ranked. Oh yeah, tape, because just tell us a little bit about that project.
Yeah, I mean, all we did was we gave the developers the code, and I didn't know what it was going to be. I just know there's a lot of hype about it. We have seen with sites like ESPN and places like that that it seems like we're looking at SimilarWeb. It seems people that skew toward mobile first have done well with them, and we just wanted to be there. And that's one thing that we've seen traffic, and enough traffic before it was even live for us to see it, that justified doing it. So that's what I'd say is do some tests. We did it on the entire site. Notice we did it on Absolute, but not on Malibu. So we'll be doing it on Malibu next. But yeah, the exercise was writing really crisp guidelines, shoehorning it into another project, and making the business case. 80% of our traffic is mobile, so anything we can do to improve mobile was a win.
So Bill puts the ability in scalability. Thank you, Bill.
Yeah.